What's going on, people? It's your boy Major, Real Deal Media, and we're going to talk about last night's match between Everton versus Arsenal. And what can I say? Another lackluster performance from Arsenal. We're facing a team that is on their worst run for over 108 years at home. That is, and we've gone to their ground, and we've just flopped again. I mean, it's a bit much now. I don't know what to say. I mean, the team, we always get an opportunity to move forward, progress like in the table, and every single time we mess it up. Last week, Man United. This week, Everton. We've lost 3 out of 4 of our games now away. It's terrible. I mean, like I say, we've got ambitions of breaking into the top four. Not playing like this, we ain't. There's no chance. Like I say, if you put a team like Liverpool or Man City, if they were at Goodison yesterday, they would have walked all over them. Everton were there for the taking, and again, we just don't like taking things. I mean, what has to change at the club? Is it again? We've got new personnel, so I don't believe the players are as bad as what we're seeing. I personally blame the manager. A lot of people are blaming the owners, but I can't see how this season in particular you can blame the owners. They've put their hands in their pocket and they've spent. They've given the manager the money and they've said, you know what, go out there and get what you need. And he's got what he needed. Remember, he was the one saying at the beginning of the season when we went on that terrible run of losses and lack of goals that, oh, I haven't got my players when I get my players. And he got his players, and fair's fair. We went on a little bit of a run, undefeated in 10, 8 in the league, I believe. But now, we're facing teams that have got a pulse, and we're just capitulating and crumbling again. It's beyond a joke. I'm meant to take my children to go and watch Arsenal, but I'm just thinking maybe I should just take them cinema instead. What's the point? Spending all that money to go and watch them play like that. And I would, I mean, I'm fuming anyway, but if I'd have driven all the way to Goodison Park, I don't even think I'd be able to do this video right now. I'd be, trust me, I wouldn't be able to do it. But I'm just saying, what needs to change in the club? Do we need the new manager like now? Should we wait until January? Should we wait to the end of the season? If it was up to me, which it isn't, but if it was, I'd cut my losses now, because I can't see nothing much changing at all in the next few weeks. I can't see it happening. We could have beat Man United again. Could have, should have, would have. As usual, we face anyone who gives us a little bit of resistance, we crumble. Again, Everton, one of the worst teams. They're lying in 16th position. Everton are on their knees, and we can't do nothing about it. Again, we go there. We're passing for the sake of passing. We're getting to the halfway line. No one knows what to do. No one's making like proper runs. The positioning is just terrible football. And the amount of money we pay in wages to watch football like that, I'm better off there's a Sunday League team round there. I might as well just go and watch them, because they play with passion. They want to win. These boys don't want to win. They're just turning up. You know what? They're getting paid. They're getting their 100 and whatever bags a week. Everyone's happy. They're living a good life. The manager's not going to put no pressure on them, because he clearly don't know what he's doing. Tactically, you can see it. He's learning on the job. This ain't the place to learn on the job. They should have sent him to Farnborough, Swindon, Scunthorpe, Doncaster, someone, anywhere. Just stay as far away from Arsenal as possible. This ain't the place to learn on the job. We're becoming the Banter FC team again. I'm online everywhere. I'm getting it from all angles, and I can't even say nothing because the team ain't even playing good. It's a joke, man. It's embarrassing, and it actually hurts to see this. This is the third biggest club this country's got, and this is how they're being run, and this is what we're seeing. It's disgusting, man. So I don't know. What do you lot think? I personally think that we've got to just let him go. He's tried. Fair. Give him a bit of credit. He's tried. But sometimes you get a job and it's a bit too much, or you're just not good at it. Not everyone's good at their job. And I just don't think Mikel Arteta is that good of a manager at Arsenal Football Club. So I personally believe there's other managers we could have got. We could have even got Conte. But again, Arsenal board being tight, don't want to pay that sort of money. They're just rather wait it out with Mikel Arteta, hoping that something drastically changes. And the reality is, nothing much is going to change. We're all forgetting he's been there 2 years. Right? A lot of people are forgetting that. I think they got like Alzheimer's or something. They think that this guy's just rolled up in a job. He's only been there 6 months. Give him a bit of time. No, it's been 2 years. Nothing much has changed. It's time for a change now. I think enough's enough, man. Like what has to happen at the club before we get rid of this guy? What sort of hold does he had over? What sort of hold does this guy have over the owners? This is ridiculous. If I was in a job and I was a manager and I wasn't performing, they'd get rid of me some way, shape or form. They'd put you on a performance improvement plan, a PIP, what they call it. And if he was on one, he would have probably been chucked out last season, early last season as well, because the results have been awful. The style of play is non-existent. No one looks interested. Our forward cannot score. He's missing shots 2 and 3 yards out. Look at last night. Look at what Nketiah missed. It's harder to miss that chance than to score. Then Aubameyang comes on and he's thinking like, you know what? Don't leave me out. Let me miss a sitter as well because, I'll feel left out. And he misses another sitter trying to stroke the ball into the goal. The whole thing's a joke. It's a total joke. So we need a new striker or two. We got to get people out of the club that don't want to be there. Or as we said, I believe that was it last year, or we're not going to let players run down their contract to the last year. But not Aubameyang, sorry, Lacazette, a year left. I think he might even have less than a year. Are we keeping him? Are we extending his contract, or is he going? Whatever we're doing, we need to wrap it up quick. Get someone in. We've got Balogun. There was all this noise over Balogun. What do? We loan him out for the whole season. Typical Arsenal. The club's a mess. No one knows what we're doing. I mean, thank God we got people. Well, Tierney came back in. He had a average game, nothing spectacular there. But thank God we got someone like Tavares that's coming. Lokonga's been good, and Partey in midfield is awful. I don't know what's happened to him. When he first came, he looked really good on the ball, comfortable, strong, everything. Every other week, this guy gets injured. And then what is it with him in these long shots from like 30, 40 yards, and they're just going. If he was in a rugby team, he'd be doing all right. But this is football. This guy cannot. He's every time he gets the ball, you just know what's going to happen. You say, here we go, ooh, boom, over the bar. The whole team's a joke. I don't even know if they're even taking it seriously. This is how bad it is. I don't think the players take it seriously. I don't know. Something's got to change. The culture, the structure of the whole football club, from the top to the bottom. The owners this time, I'm not blaming. They've injected some cash into the team. What the managers and Edu decide to do with the money, it's on them. Have they spent it well? They spent it okay. It's nothing great. There's no world stars that they purchased. I mean, they could grow to be some. I mean, we're looking. The people that are standing out for me are the players that are already there. You got your Sakas, you got your Smith Rowe, and we had Odegaard last season, and we got him back. I think Odegaard's all right. He's been a bit quiet, but the senior players ain't doing anything. I mean, the senior players are amongst the worst in the team. So, they want this young team, but you need experience. You need senior players to guide them, and Aubameyang's not guiding anything. He needs to guide himself out of the club. That's the best thing for him to do. I personally think he's done. And everyone's saying, no, but he saved us 2 seasons ago. Yeah, great. That was then. He's done now. We're paying him £350,000 a week to miss 5-yard sitters. It's not acceptable. Nketiah needs to go. Lacazette, I would get rid of him. I mean, why have we got all these? We just don't need these players. It's time for we got to turn over a new leaf, and also get rid of the manager. He be real. He cannot do what is required of him. He cannot guide these players. He hasn't got the minerals. He's not got the qualifications. He don't know what he's doing. He'd probably be a good manager in about 5-10 years, but right now he's not ready for this club. It's too much of a big task for him. And I could have told them this in the first place. They should have never gave him a job. I didn't even want him there as a player. I didn't even like him as a player. I didn't want them to buy him from Everton. I thought, why were you buying him? And now you appointed him as a manager. Look what he's doing. He's at the side just looking stressed. He doesn't know what to do. this club, you know. Like I said, I meant to take my kids there. I'm not taking them nowhere. I'm taking them cinema. I can't do it. Arsenal are just it's too much, and I just think that you can't blame the Cronkies. People need to stop blaming the Cronkies now. They're not the ones doing the coaching, the training. They're not motivating the team. They're not the ones with the tactics. They just own the club. They inject money into the club for the management and everyone to buy the players, and they just don't know what they're doing. So that's all I got to say on it. The performance was awful up at Everton. We should have lost 5. You know, we should have been 5-1. We were lucky to even get that goal that Odegaard scored. He took it well, by the way, but we were very lucky. We're a team that cannot get a win to save their life outplayed us. What does that say about us? You know what? Listen, this video is done. Let me know what you think about the game yesterday in the comments, and I'll reply to the comments, and I'll be back with another video.